Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining today's Daily Devo. Today we're going to talk about comparison. Now, we're going to talk about two parts to comparison. There's bad comparison and there's good comparison. So first off, bad comparison, right? And I think a lot of us can immediately think of examples of bad comparison, but to get to the point, bad comparison, I think it takes its full effect and it becomes really bad once we look at someone else's life and we actually try to step by step do the exact same things, model the exact same things after them. See, the danger of this, the reason why this can be bad, even if they're a good person, even if they live a good life, it means, if we're trying to follow what they've done, then it means we're not trying to follow what Jesus has for us and the plan that God has for you. I want to tell you, God has specific plans for you. It says it in Psalms 37:23. It says, a person's steps are established by the Lord, and he takes pleasure in his way. This means God's got a specific plan for you, and that plan doesn't mean copying someone else's plan. It doesn't mean looking at your favorite celebrity and saying, you know what, I'm going to do exactly everything they did. I'm going to go to, only the same school as them. I'm going to do only the same job as them, right? And this can be true for any person, not just, a celebrity on Instagram, but heck, even our parents, right? We're not supposed to live the same life as someone else, right? God made you specific. God made you unique. And it says here, your steps are established by the Lord. And it even says, God takes pleasure in his way, right? He looks at the steps he's given you and he says, you know what? Those are good steps, right? This person, if they follow these steps I've given them, are going to do great things. But if we constantly are trying to follow the steps of another person or trying to model our steps after another person, then we're not following the steps God has for us. So that's what I want to encourage you with right there. But on the flip side, I do think there's good comparison, and that comes when we compare our lives to Jesus, right? I don't know if you know this. Jesus is awesome. He's like perfect, like insane. And he actually came to this earth and gave us a perfect example of how to live. And we can read about that in the New Testament when he came here. But that's a perfect guide, a perfect comparison model for our lives, right? Because Jesus was perfect. We need to be more like Jesus each and every day. So ask yourself every day, what can I do to be more like Jesus, right? Am I as loving as Jesus? Am I as generous as Jesus? Am I as compassionate as Jesus? These are great motivators. This is a great kind of checklist to get closer to God and to really get closer and be more like Jesus on a daily basis. Well, guys, thank you so much. I hope you feel encouraged. Remember, don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to Jesus. All right, guys, we're going to see you on the next Daily Devo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.